Hi, I'm Russell Morris, and in this tutorial I will show you how to add and modify images in a row. So let's go to our demo page and start adding images. So let's scroll down to row number 3, which is where we have a row ready to add images. So the first thing that we will need to do is go to the column area, and in this row there are 3 columns. So we will select the add content icon, which is the plus sign, and we will go to the add content and select the drop down, and we will select images. So let's add in that image. Now I'm going to show you the easiest way to add 3 images, because obviously you want them at the same size, particularly if you have them in one row. So first of all, we're just going to add the first image. So let's add our image. So let's go to our media library and let's select the goals and objectives. So we click on the image and it will add. So you'll see now the image has uploaded. So let's just take a look at that on the demo page. So let's just refresh that page and we'll scroll down to the images, and there you can see the image. Now let's make that a little bit smaller. So let's go back to the page builder and we will go into settings. Now this is on auto at the moment, so the image will pretty much fit into the location that you have it. So we're going to modify this and we will adjust the size. So we're going to turn this into pixels, and you can do this via pixels or percentage, and we're going to make the image 400 pixels by 400 pixels, so it's square, and we want it in the center. We can align it left, center or right, but we'll keep it in the center. Let's put a border on this image as well, and let's make the border 3 pixels, and we will have a slightly gray border so that it stands out. And let's put a shadow as well. We don't want to put too much of a shadow on, so let's just try level 2, and then we can add a radius to the image. So let's add a border radius, so that will put rounded corners on the image, and then we will apply those settings. Now let's take a look at that on the live page. Now I think the image is a little bit too big, so let's make it 350 by 350. So let's go back into the settings and we'll make it 350 by 350. And we'll put that in here also. And let's apply those settings. Now I think that looks about the right size, so let's go back onto the live page and refresh, and you will see the gray border that we put in at 3 pixels here. You will also see the radius on each corner of the image, so that looks quite attractive, and I think that we have that image pretty much the way we want it. So now let's take this image and let's put it into the other columns. So all we need to do now is duplicate this image once, and we'll duplicate it again. So now we have 3 copies of that image, and what we're going to do is just drag them into the columns at the right side, and let's just drag the 3rd one. So now we have all the images in a row looking the same, and all that we need to do now is just change the images that we have in each frame. So let's go back to the page builder and select the image, and we would like to put let's put this in here, content and images, and we will add that image, and let's change this image here, and we will select this image here, website structure. By the way, these images were prepared and they are approximately 500 by 500. To make images fit neatly into your page, it's always best to size them accordingly before you add them to your website. And if you're adding images to a row such as this, it's best to try not to oversize them. So let's go back and take a look at the main live page. and we will now see that the images are in a row. They look nice, neat and tidy, and all we need to do now is just put a little bit of margin under these images so that we have the same margin as we do at the top. So let's go ahead and do that. So all we need to do is go into the row settings, and we're going to make this 50 pixels. That's the bottom margin. And then let's take a look at the page, and you will see now that we've added additional padding. So now we have a larger margin between the images and the next row, and we can even make that larger by adding more. So let's make that 70, and let's take a look at the live page and refresh that page, and now we have a very balanced section with our images inside. So that is how you add the images. Now let's say for instance you wanted them to link to another page. That's very easy to do as well. So let's just go back to the settings and let's link this page to Google, and then we'll apply those settings. And now let's go back to the live page and refresh, and let's click the image, and it takes us off to Google. So now we've added our images to our page. It's a very simple process. You can duplicate and you can move them around if you wish very easily, so that you can relocate them without having to go through the same process. That is how simple it is to add images. If you'd like to watch more tutorials like this, please visit our video library. Thank you for watching.